Hi, I'm Eli Memming. I've been with Duncan Aviation for about 3 years now, and then in the engine shop for over a year.
My name is Dylan Williams. I'm a engine overhaul Tech 2. Been at Duncan 6.5 years. In this particular building, 3 years.
Engine overhaul, the plane comes in and the engine is due for service. They pull the engine off and then it comes to our shop and we disassemble it, completely take everything off the engine and then clean it and inspect it using visual and NDT methods to see if anything broke and if anything needs replaced, and then we put it together and make sure that it's good and ready, and then we throw it in our test cell and we make sure that it passes the thrust numbers and the efficiency stuff that we need.
With engine overhaul, specifically on the TFE for Honeywell, we can do a complete overhaul, every nut and bolt, full rebuild, send it back out the door, and the customer, has a full service.
Me being an apprentice, I do a little bit of everything, so I usually get tasked with putting the engine together, making sure everything's put together correctly according to the manuals and Honeywell and their specifications.
Specific duties every day. Basically, I'm in charge of trying to get the engine started through the process. So we get them in a box, and then I go through the paperwork, make sure that we have our build guides that we go through for checklists, do the paperwork to get the engine ready, get it out of the box, put it in a stand, get carts organized, and then start the process for disassembly. And then we do the disassembly and wash process, and then it continues on through inspections and then goes back to build at the end.
My dad was an automotive mechanic, so I've always had an automotive background, and I've always known that I kind of want to do something like that. And I've always loved planes and that sort of stuff. And then I heard about Duncan Aviation and I applied and I got a job and I loved it ever since.
I got in through the door with facilities doing vehicle maintenance and then ended up coming over to the engine overhaul shop. So when I started over here, you didn't have to have any qualifications per se, you just had to be able to turn a wrench. I came from automotive, and so with the apprenticeship program, they bring in people that have, skills and then train them to do the specific jobs and get them certified.
So I'm in that program at the Technical Education Center for my power plant license. It's a 2-year course. It gives you everything that you need to get your power plant degree through the FAA. So it's super awesome.
So Duncan Aviation in the area had a really good name for longevity and culture, and just, everybody knew who it was. And so when I was looking on the internet for a new job to go to and kind of looking for a career path, Duncan stood out. With Duncan, you can pretty much get in the door and then your possibilities are endless where you can go after that.
The friends and sort of family that you got out here really encourage you to keep coming to work. You get to do something new and you get to do something fun, and it's enjoyable to do. I'd say if there's anybody that wants to work at Duncan Aviation, give it a try. We got plenty of different careers and plenty of different options, and if you don't like something, you can apply to a different position and give it a shot.
Culture at Duncan Aviation is very different from anywhere I'm used to. I've done a lot of jobs anywhere from concrete to automotive to garbage man, and there's a lot of differences that Duncan brings with just the people being genuine and nice, and you can ask anyone a question and they're going to be there to help you, or at least point you in the right direction to get you an answer. And as far as coming to work every day, it's enjoyable to come to work with the culture that we have here. It's just different than everywhere else. For someone starting out at Duncan, there's lots of opportunities, but it's going to all come at you really fast. So just hold on to it and see where it takes you.